Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'll be talking about part 2 of application, SINP application that we have been filling along in this series. So in part 1 of this series, we discussed about eligibility criteria of SINP Tech Talent Pathway, its benefits, and started with login and application process. And we filled part 1 of the application. And in series 2 of in part 2 of this particular series, we have filled part 2 of application, and now we are continuing with part of the application. So we went through uploading of the documents and everything, and today we will be going through the family docs and finally how you can submit the application for your SINP Tech Talent Pathway. So we will log in into our application, and we will click on part 2 of application. So once we click on part 2 of application, we need to go to family member. Last time we were filling a family member of this particular application. So what we did was we filled all the details about this family member, and we uploaded the birth certificate, passport of this particular family member. And now what we have to do is we have to move on to the next step, and next step is like filling of the. Okay, so there are certain screens which still need to be completed. So we need to go on these application screens, and we need to complete those application screens for this particular family member. So that day what we completed was we completed birth certificate uploading, and now today we'll be looking into how you can do the same for the passport. So let's say you select India in the country, then you put the passport number, uh, and then you select the passport expiry date, and then you upload the valid passport file. So let me upload a valid file. Then you click on upload files. Finally you can click on next. So you have uploaded passport, and then it says schedule A, federal forms and documents, schedule A, background declaration. So there are certain forms which you need to fill for this particular family member. So what you have to fill for this particular family member is required document is schedule A, background declaration. So let's go to this particular link. So we need to refer to the checklist for a list of the required forms for each SINP category on this particular link. And the required form for this particular pathway is Schedule A, background declaration form. So that is something we need to fill. So we will be redirected to this particular page. We need to click on required documents, and in required documents, required forms. So in required forms, it says you need to fill Schedule A, background slash declaration forms. To click on this link. Once you click on this link, you will be redirected to this page. So once you are redirected to this page, you need to click on Schedule A, background and declaration form. Once you click there, how to download and fill out the form. You will get the form that needs to be downloaded. Click on this particular link, Schedule A, background declaration form. Then the PDF will be downloaded. You can open the PDF. Let me open the PDF in the PDF. So this is the schedule a PDF, background declaration PDF that got downloaded, and you need to fill this PDF. So it says that you have to type or print in black ink. So basically what you can do is you can take a printout of this particular page, and you can fill it with your hand, and then you can save it and you can upload it. That is something that can be done. Otherwise you can type it as well. So let's say you type over here, and then you can just take out the print, and you are the principal applicant, mark it here. And if you are the spouse, since we are filling it for the spouse, for the family member, so you need to mark this particular box, and then you need to fill the full name. So you need to give the name of the spouse here, So this is something that you can write in your native language. So once you fill out this form, you take a printout of this form and you write this particular thing in your native language over here in black pen. You give the details like personal details of your father, of your mother, and then there are few questions which you have to answer in yes or no. And then there is also about your education which needs to be filled. So this form is for your spouse. Your spouse has to provide all the details in this particular form. It is an editable PDF, so you can fill out the details, you can take a printout, and then finally you can enter your name, your spouse's name, here in the native language that you have. So that is how you can fill out this particular PDF. Now once you have filled the PDF, you have to click on upload button, and you have to click on choose file. You have to select the file, and you have to upload that particular file. Click on the button upload file. It will upload the file for you, and the file has been uploaded successfully. You can save the application, all the details that you have filled till now, and you can go to next after this once it is being saved. Click on next. So we have filled all the details for the family member, and we can go back to the check family member screens for completeness. So it will check for the completeness. So it says there is one missing field, empty field. So we will review the warnings. What is the empty field? Okay, please upload the required forms by clicking on the upload button. Okay, so let's click it. Maybe it is not being uploaded. So let's upload this particular form. Click on upload file. Now check family member screens for completeness. We'll click on yes, save and proceed. Let's click on next and see what's happened. So we have already uploaded the birth certificate and everything. Let's go back to the main applications section. Once we have completed all these documents, we have uploaded all the forms for the family member. So once you have done this, there is another thing that needs to be uploaded, and that is your generic application form. This generic application form needs to be downloaded. So again, you have to click on this particular link, the link that we clicked earlier. Go to required documents and see what document they are mentioning here. IMM 0008 generic application form for Canada. So you can go to required forms. So this is generic application form for Canada. You can click on this. So this is only for principal applicant. You can download this form, and then you can open this particular form. So let me open the form and show it to you guys. Okay, so this is the form that we have downloaded, IMM 0008, and this is the generic application form. And on the website, it says that this form needs to be filled by the principal applicant. So principal applicant has to fill this particular form. So you can start filling this particular form. Maybe I need to create another video in order to explain like what all details you need to fill in this particular form. So as of now, I'll just continue with the application. I'll show you guys how you can complete the application, and then maybe I'll create another video on how to fill this particular form. Once you have filled this generic application form, you have to click on upload file, and then you have to choose the file that you have already filled, and you have to click on upload file button. So the file has been successfully uploaded. Now let's go to next section. So there are some other forms that needs to be completed. So in order for the application to be complete, you must attach all the applicable forms for the principal application. for the principal applicant and his or her family members. So you need to refer to the checklist on this particular link, and then the required document that needs to be uploaded here is schedule a background slash declaration form. So we already filled one schedule a background slash declaration form for the additional family member. So this one, I think, this form is for so basically this form is required for all the people who are there in the application, like for the applicant as well as for his or her family member, and only one form should be attached per page. So we have already filled it for the family member, and I think this needs to be filled for the applicant. So let's go to required documents. You have to follow the same steps to go to required forms, and then you can see schedule a form. So this needs to be filled for all, for the principal applicant, for accompanying spouse, and accompanying dependent children over 18 years of age. So again, follow the same step. Go to that particular link, how to download and fill out the form, and then you need to download this particular form. And once this form is being downloaded, you can start filling the form the way I told you earlier. So let's just upload a dummy form that has been filled. Click on upload file. Let's click on next. So this is another form that needs to be filled on step 9, and this form is IMM 5406 additional family information form. So let's go to this particular link and see which form it is, and we need to download this particular form. So click on required documents. Go to other forms. So in additional family information form, you need to click on this particular link, additional family information form. Click here, then click on additional family information form PDF, and you need to download this particular form, and you need to fill out this form, and you need to upload it as well. So this is the additional family information form, which is IMM 5406E, and in this form you need to fill out the details. So complete all names in English and in your native language. So you have to do it that way, and so you can enter your details, and you have to also tell you also have to enter the name in the native language, as we did it earlier in family form. Similarly, you have to do it in additional family information form. So you have to give all the details about spouse, parent 1, parent 2, children, then brothers and sisters, and then certification, and you have to put your signature over there. So this is something that needs to be filled out in this particular form, and you have to fill all the names in your native language. Make sure that you do it this way. It says complete all names in English and in your native language. So you have to take a print of this particular form, fill out the form in your English language as well as in your native language, and then you need to upload this particular form. Let's click on upload button. Let's choose a file. Click on upload file button. Now you click on next. Now, please note that all applicants must create family member records for spouse and children of the applicant, create additional required documents as outlined. So, if you need to upload any additional required document, go to this particular link and see what extra documents you need to upload. Um, so, we have reached to the end of the application. It says that the individual submitted, so this is something that we selected earlier, who is submitting the application. So let's say you or yourself are submitting the application and you are the applicant. So select applicant here, and you confirm that you have provided all the information to SINP in whole truthfulness, completeness and correctness. So you need to select yes over here, and then you need to click on check all application screens. So once you click on check all application screens, it will verify that everything has been has been filled completely or not. If anything is not there, it will give you errors. You have to go back and you have to fill those screens and on those tabs which you have missed, and then you have to submit your application. Once you submit your application, you are done at this step, and now you will wait for the mail. Or if a SINP will need any additional documents or any additional information from you, they will actually request it from you, and they will give you a certain time period within which you have to upload all those documents. So once that is being done, your application will be processed. So this is how a SINP application is being created, uploaded, and how you can judge your eligibility criteria. So I hope these videos, the series of videos for SINP Tech Talent Pathway, was useful to you, and it will help you in filling out your application form for SINP Tech Talent Pathway. Thank you, have a good day, and all the best for your application for SINP. Bye bye.